after the fact, they have to do a bracket reset if they manage to get past that. And as of right now, it seems like only Ivan has joined. No, JackPaX is there too. Okay, cool. Both of these players have so far done quite an impressive job at taking out all of their opponents without fail. As kind of expected from the C1 and C2 players. Whether and in this case, well, it's a good question whether it will be a one-sided match, like for either side, like before, or not. Oh, okay, both players are gone. Cool. Awesome. We're listening to what would be Ivan7744's warm-up map, retrospective city by Bankfield, the collab brain difficulty. But both players kind of being gone, I guess we're waiting then. Anyway, hope the audience is having a nice day. Until then, we can take a look at the seeds of these players. The JackPaX with the top 1 seed, absolutely menacing scores, being first in both Hidden 2 and DT1, not having a single score without below seed 6, that being Hard Rock 1. 2 second seeds with Nomads 3 and Hard Rock 2 as well. Meanwhile, Ivan7744 has one number 1 score on DT2, and overall a pretty solid seeding on every other map. Nothing quite extraordinary, but overall solid enough in this category to just result in him being second seed, and that solidity has shown off, considering that he has in fact made it to the winners finals. Without breaking much of a sweat even, I'm going to have to look at their results in the semifinals. And yeah, Ivan beat Kyoshin XS 6-2, while JackPaX beat Q-Replicase 6-1 in the semis. So they lost 1 and 2 points respectively. Really lopsided results for the both of them. Guess it's time to see if either of them can manage to do that this time around. We're going for 7 points in this round, so it is in fact the best of 13. If both players manage to get to 6 points, then we go to tiebreaker. But before that, we are going to start with Ivan's warm-up. 2 minute 30 second map. Really high BPM at 220. Starting of 442. Not really out of range of the map pool in general. Pretty decent warm-up, all things considered. Just looking at the star rating itself. Guess we're going to see if Ivan can demonstrate his skills, or JackPaX manages to humble him right at the start by beating him at his own warm-up. I mean, it's unlikely, but it has happened before, and it doesn't start out quite well for Ivan with that choke right there. and choking again while JackPaX maintains double S in the first seconds of the map. Ivan does seem to have found his footing, thankfully, with both players holding combos, and now JackPaX is the one to miss. Maybe it was just his unfortunate start. That being said, Ivan breaks a second time, but JackPaX missed not too long before that. Quarter of the map we're in, and what this warm-up really shows to me is that, at least when it comes to no mods, this is really a toss-up, especially after that charade right there, missing the exact same note. And once again, JackPaX has 98% accuracy to Ivan's 97, although that accuracy has more to do with Ivan's unfortunate massive break at the beginning than anything else. Overall, they seem pretty evenly matched, even missing at the exact same spots of this map. Those flow patterns don't seem comfortable at all. Ivan breaks on one of them, while JackPaX manages to hold the combo, but does manage to break. Although that does happen to be a trade with Ivan in the end. Both players choke at the exact same notes, but sometimes JackPaX does manage to hold the combo where Ivan doesn't. Case in point right now. Ivan breaking a second time. And it seems like JackPaX is going to beat Ivan on his own warm-up, which is hopefully it's not a bad omen for Ivan. Hopefully it's just really a warm-up in his case and is not going to take this result too hard. Impressive showing from both of them, considering how hard this rain is. I mean, for rain, this was like extremely fast and really mechanically intensive. Okay, Ivan does manage to roll 98 points out of 100, which JackPaX isn't able to match. So Ivan gets to choose whether he picks first or bans first. And we do get 2 bans in this round. So if Ivan bans first and bans Hard Rock 3. So in this case, Ivan bans, then JackPaX, then Ivan, then JackPaX, and then JackPaX gets the first pick. JackPaX does find the Hard Rock ban kind of amusing. Well, it makes sense, considering JackPaX does have the second seed on Hard Rock 2, and Ivan doesn't have anywhere near that. Or maybe it could have been... It could have been a misread, though. That might have played into Jack's hands. JackPaX bans DT4, one of the convert DTs. One of his weaker seeds, yeah, makes sense so far, and also Ivan's number 1 seed, so yeah. Oh wait. Ivan bans No Mod 5 next. Also makes sense, it's kind of a cursed convert under AR9 and star rating of about 4, which for a convert is pretty high. Macro Moon as a map set is kind of cursed. It has been used in tournaments before, not this difficulty specifically. There's one below it in my recollection. And it's equally cursed. JackPaX seems pretty dissatisfied with that ban. I guess is into the gimmicky maps, which based, so am I. When in doubt, get Nomad 1 out. Yep, a consistency pick. It's fair enough. Kind of a shame to see a custom map go. BUG's Reign, victims of contingency, but it does make sense to get rid of a consistency pick when you're in the winner's bracket and you have these kinds of nerves. It's not a good idea to go into the consistency pick generally, unless you really know what you're doing. Straight to hidden 2! The low AR specific hidden. Force like this for losers. Collab Brain by Xerox. This is certainly a map. Pretty long one for a low AR pick at 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Star rating of 3.63. This is going to be fun. Oh boy. Yeah, this is kind of cursed. I mean, it's a final map, so we do expect a bit of curseness when it comes to the low AR hiddens, especially, but yeah, Iron breaks immediately, which is, yeah, no surprise on this one. After that though, holding a pretty decent combo. For now, that is. These patterns are definitely something to deal with. Like, Ivan does break a second time, while JackPaX holds a double S. Like, yeah, this with hidden is an absolutely menacing map. Ivan breaks a third time. JackPaX still holding on. Honestly, this terrifies me. And I'm one who actually likes low AR hidden. Ivan breaks once again, having a 96.8% accuracy. JackPaX finally catches a break. But Ivan breaks again, so unless JackPaX breaks again, this point might go to him, already having a 100k score lead and only expanding on it. Both players managed to hit that absolutely wretched stream. JackPaX did miss a few droplets, but that hardly matters in this case. Especially with Ivan breaking on the slow part, but JackPaX does manage to trade. Yeah, that speed up is absolutely rough to hold combo on. No wonder both of them broke. JackPaX does manage to hold on just a little bit better than Ivan. But it's yeah, JackPaX is going to break, but it's not going to be enough at this point. There's way too little of the map left, even if Ivan sees, which he might. Just reducing that score lead just a little bit, but it's not enough. It's not enough. JackPaX does take this point. Impressive showing at the end there from Ivan, but yeah, that 7 miss play from JackPaX is. We understand why he picked this one map first. It is Ivan's pick now. Time to see if he manages to equalize. Goes for DT1. The consistency pick is on the spatter. From Bertie's map set of long shot. This map is 4.39 stars after double time and has a total length of 2 minutes and 46 seconds, even with double time. So yeah, this is a long one. Definitely a test of nerves and consistency with double time platters, which does require quite a bit of reaction time. And JackPaX is the first to break on that one, while Ivan holds a double S. He does manage to hold on for now afterwards, and Ivan does give him a break, giving JackPaX a way to get himself out of this tough situation. And the scoreline goes into JackPaX's favor. Ivan breaks the second time, but JackPaX does trade. Ivan and JackPaX both break once again. Ivan has like a marginally better combo. Also better accuracy at 99.1 to JackPaX's 98.6. JackPaX is doing slightly better in the score department, but that score lead is only 9k. It could switch with the flick of a finger. One poorly placed dash. And now we get a trade once again. This time JackPaX with a marginally better combo. Does have to break for Ivan to avoid giving JackPaX a break point this early into the match. Ivan breaks the second time. Oh, okay. This is not good news for Ivan. Meanwhile, JackPaX shows exceptional nerve tolerance. He is making them. He needs to break right now for Ivan to have a chance. It does! It does! Can Ivan take it back? Especially with that second break. Can Ivan get it back? It's a 20k score lead. Maybe, just maybe. No, it's not enough. No, it's not enough. JackPaX takes the point. It's a break point. 2-0 to JackPaX. And now he gets to pick as well. This was really close. Very well played for both players. Both of them ending up with accuracy on this one. Ooh. So far it has been pretty close, but Jack has come out on top both times. And he goes for a Noma 3. Another custom map. The gimmick one. Ryuji's map of Goddish. The difficulty is called Hyperless, and yep, what it says on the tin. It's a Hyperless 4-star. This is, I mean, man after my heart. I've got to say, I love myself a Hyperless map too, but this is going to test both players' bladder control to the very extreme. Yep, as expected, like from the get-go, these are pretty absurd patterns for a tourney of this caliber. Ivan does seem to be more comfortable on them than JackPaX though. Latter being the first to break on this, while Ivan holds a double S in the beginning. Ivan does break. But if there is... Hi, apologies. Hi. Yeah, both players breaking hell and back here. JackPaX holding just the most minor of advantages. Jack breaks once again though, and Ivan does have a 155 combo now, which is enough to turn the scoreline back in his favor. And now both of them are holding pretty decent combos. And we get to the BPM change part. Both of them handling it pretty well, all things considered. And now we get into one of the more hard parts. JackPaX being the first to break on it. Can Ivan run away with it? And now we get to the hardest part. Like, this is... Yeah, I have no idea what to even say to Ivan's combo on here. 700 combo and counting. Finally breaking, but JackPaX trades, so it doesn't really matter. Another trade right there. Having a score lead of 15k. Really slight one. Does manage to hold on. Holy... What is that score lead? Hang on. If neither of them breaks, Ivan will take this point, but by the slimmest of margins. That's a 2,800 score difference. 2,842 points. What? Or 2,631? Okay, maybe there was a glitch right there. Anyway, this is... Okay, this is a breakpoint for Ivan then. Now Ivan gets to pick this case. What a nail biter! Oh god. Ivan goes for hidden 3. The convert hit. The 15 is insane difficulty on Lapis Lazuli Q. It's the AR seems pretty standard at AR9. Star rating of 3.69, but hidden converts being hidden converts, we can expect quite a few awkward patterns here. Ivan breaks right at the start, but JackPaX traces right back. Not like it matters too much. This is once again a fairly long map with 2 minutes and 56 seconds. JackPaX does have a slight combo advantage right now, but we're only a quarter of the way in, but the choke comes from Ivan's side, not from JackPaX. JackPaX holding on these patterns like a champ while Ivan breaks once again and another time. The score lead expanding to 70k, approaching 80k at this point. 300 combo, and this is... yeah! 2% accurate. Oh, we're back? We're back, I think. JackPaX further advancing his combo advantage. Ivan was holding a combo for a bit there, but not nearly enough to put a dent in that score lead. And at this point, it might just be unsalvageable. We're over 120k at this point, and we only have an 8 of the map left, which means that we're going to see this map go to JackPaX as well for another breakpoint, the third one in a row. 3 times these players have stolen their opponent's picks points from their opponent's picks. Time to see if Ivan can make it a 4th in a row. Really impressive play from both players, to be honest. But JackPaX with 800k is kind of absurd. So far, kind of a brutal match. Time to see what JackPaX picks to make sure that Ivan can't get another breakpoint. Fire truck the feds! Hard rock too! A custom map by Des9 of Rockefeller Street. It's a classic Nightcore song. And it's a Rain hard rock. One of the two maps which are AR10 in this map pool. The other being Hard Rock 3. Hidden optional, as usual for Hard Rock at double time. And then it is showtime. Neither player goes for the hidden Hard Rock. Unsurprising given AR10. Some players do prefer hidden Hard Rock, but hidden on AR10 is a questionable choice. One which neither player has risked in this case. JackPaX is the first to break, while Ivan holds a double S. Ivan does a break on one of those dreams. And once again, and now they trade. Okay, this is a try not to sing along challenge. God. Ivan breaks this another time. Like, that accuracy is pretty deceptive. It seems really poor within 94%, but it doesn't really result in a big score lead for JackPaX, and it might just turn around in Ivan's favor now that JackPaX broke. Anyway, yeah, Ivan does hold on to the advantage, but just by the skin of his teeth, and now with that break, not even that. The score lead is like 11k at this point. And with that trade, all Ivan needs is one more break from JackPaX where he doesn't break, which he now gets, and he must turn this around. And he does! And he does! 10k score difference, and Ivan gets his second point and the fourth break point in a row. Yeah, both players have massive gaps right there where they chain missed, which is really easy on this map. The accuracies are deceptive. These are actually pretty decent plays for both of them. Ivan goes for DT2 to follow this up. And yet another custom map by Zeleny. Foxglove by Xtras, platter difficulty. Well, it would be a platter difficulty if they didn't shove double time on top of it. As it is though, it's one of the harder maps in the map pool with 4.54 stars. It's a more technical DT pick. A shorter one, 2 minutes, and it does seem relatively forgiving comparatively with a circle size of 3.3 and an AR of 9.5 only after double time, but make no mistake, these patterns are absolutely savage, as you can see by the fact that Ivan breaks right away at them. And another time, JackPaX does hold the combo early on with double S so far. How long he can hold it is anyone's guess though. What we know is Ivan breaks another time, which might result in the 5th break point of this match in a row. JackPaX still holding on with double S, and now I cursed it, so he breaks. Third of the way in. Yeah, what do I even say about these patterns? These are absolutely monstrous to attempt to control your pattern well enough to hit them. A brief respite before going into yet another really tough section, which Ivan chokes, but JackPaX holds combo really well. That's an absurd 99.3% accuracy on JackPaX. Even with those drops, it only drops down to 98.57, while Ivan is struggling to get to 97. JackPaX does have a bit of trouble holding combo at the end there, but Ivan is unable to capitalize. So once again, we're looking at a break point. And JackPaX does manage to win DT2 away from Ivan, making the match go 4-2. My god, that's 450 combo on this. That FC in the first third of the map was extremely impressive. Of course, JackPaX did break a few times later on, but who wouldn't on this? JackPaX even concedes that this map is way too hard for this pool. Let's wait until what the Grand Finals pool has in store. For now, JackPaX goes for Nomad 2. And the first overdose of... As far as I can tell, yeah, I think this is the first overdose of difficulty of this tournament from Kimitakari on Dot 96's some B stuff. AR 9.2. For an overdose, it's a relatively low star rating of 4.26. But don't let that fool you. These patterns do warrant the overdose label. With that cross screen jump right there. Both players break at the beginning. This is a really short map at 1 minute and 44 seconds, so even a small combo difference can count, but for now, we literally don't have any. Okay, Ivan is the first to break, giving an early advantage to JackPaX, and that early advantage turning to a late advantage very quickly with how fast this map is progressing. JackPaX needs to break for Ivan to stand a chance at this point, but instead, Ivan is the one to break. JackPaX does trade, but it doesn't matter. At this point, JackPaX has a 60k score lead, going on to 70k. Ivan does manage to hold a little bit of a combo there, breaking it right afterwards. JackPaX trades. Yeah, these patterns are absurd. This is very underrated at 4.2 stars. Like, this would make ranked 3k or even 2k players struggle. But JackPaX does manage to triumph over Ivan on them. with pretty impressive 150k score lead at that. 146k to be more precise. Had a pretty decent 275 combo, which, considering this map's length, is no small feat. And JackPaX finally breaks the streak of, was it 5 breakpoints? Either 4 or 5, I've lost track, to be honest. Ivan goes for Hidden 1, the consistency hidden pick. Custom map by Joy here. A star rating of 4.19 stars. Only 0.07 stars less than the last map we saw, but rest assured, these patterns are not quite as difficult. With Hidden though, yeah, it does take quite a bit of reading skill to make sure your platter is in the right place to hit these patterns, even if they are a bit less extreme than what we've seen. Both players break quite a few times in the intro there. In the end, Ivan does have a slightly larger combo, and both of them break this time. JackPaX has a minuscule advantage at like 2,000 points so far. Ivan breaking does give him an opportunity to run away with a larger one early on, but JackPaX does break. Ivan trading 2 combo difference so far. Both players kind of struggling to hold combo on this one. Ivan a slight bit more so as of now, but the difference isn't really that major so far. Both players holding pretty decent combos right now. Both of them now reaching 200. So for the scoreline to change from this point onwards, one of them needs to break. And Ivan is the one to do so on that burst right there. With JackPaX breaking right afterwards on the slower part. Yeah, okay, never mind, these cut streams are pretty brutal. They would be even with no mod, let alone hidden. And accordingly, both players kinda struggle to hit them, but JackPaX does have an edge. Having a 50k score lead so far, but we do have a third of the map left. Ivan does break again and again, so the gap is ever expanding to 80k so far in JackPaX's favor. Potentially 90k now. JackPaX really needs to break right about now for Ivan to have a chance at a comeback. He also does need to hold a combo too. Okay, are we back? We're back, okay. Yeah, I did lag a slight bit. How did JackPaX see this? Okay, JackPaX does break at the end there, thank God. But what was that combo right there? That was an absurd performance from JackPaX, and it does bring the match to match point 6-2. And the next pick is for Jack, so he does need to pick wisely here. Yeah, this is 6 break points out of the 8 points. Out of the 8 maps played so far. Just kind of absurd. Unfortunately, it didn't end up in Ivan's favor. And JackPaX looks to lock this match in with Mystery Mod 1, Austin's pick. Now, for those unaware, Mystery Mod in this case refers to 2 picks by 2 staff members, Austin and Kluby. Mystery Mod 1 is Austin's pick and these members also get to pick what mod they want on the map. In this case, it's forced hidden. The players have no option but to play this map, Bastion's Reign, on Tokuhana with hidden, which is playing a 4.45 star map with hidden is kind of a tall order, especially one that's this long. This map is 4 minutes and 17 seconds long, requiring an immense amount of consistency, one which Ivan seems to have more of it, at least in the early points of this map. Holding a combo before breaking right there, giving JackPaX a chance to recover. JackPaX misses on air there? So going into the first chorus, Ivan is the one with the advantage. We might just see 7 breakpoints in this match. If we do, I don't even know what to even say. These cut streams are the ones that do manage to make Ivan trip up, giving JackPaX once again an opportunity to recover if he doesn't miss on air like last time. Both players holding pretty respectable accuracies, both of them at 99% or above it. But JackPaX does seem to be holding on just a bit better. And Ivan breaks once again. That being said, we're only halfway through the map, and the score lead is only 16k in favor of JackPaX right now. But that score lead is only going to expand if JackPaX doesn't break, which he doesn't seem to want to do anytime soon. What is that combo? Ivan breaks once again, and then again, while JackPaX seems to make this map look like child's play. That's an absurd performance, to be honest. Score lead of 70k, 1/3 of the map left. JackPaX needs to have a crash of a generation for Ivan to stand a chance at this point. It does seem like JackPaX is going to run away with this match. 1/4 of the map left, and I'm not sure if it's going to be enough anymore at this point. He might have just picked wisely and holding on to the combo, 770 combo and counting. Can he close out this segment? Not with an FC, with a choke at the beginning, but holding combo until the bitter end of this absolutely monstrously long hidden map. It seems like he will, choking right at the end of those cast streams. Ivan does manage to hold on, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. And with Ivan breaking, that seals the deal. JackPaX wins the winners bracket finals 7-2 against Ivan7744 and moves on to the grand finals, with Ivan moving down to the losers bracket and having to face Hashimoto 1129 for a chance to face off against JackPaX again in the grand finals. This was an absolute sight to behold. What a performance from JackPaX. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to Ivan as well. A lot of these maps were way closer than the scoreline would let on. One of them having like 2k score difference. A lot of breakpoints, but in the end, JackPaX is the one who demonstrates why he was seed number 1 in the first place. Moving on to the grand finals with a really nice advantage of not having to deal with bracket resets. Unlike whoever wins the losers grand finals next week, whether it be Hashimoto 1129 or Ivan7744, they are going to have to face off against this monstrous player and have to perform a bracket reset to win Catch Academy Season 3. Meanwhile, JackPaX does get to rest, which he deserves after that absolutely massive performance. Well done to both players, and thank you very much for tagging along. See you guys around for the Grand Finals Map Pool Showcase, whenever that is going to be, and see you guys around for the matches to come next week. I've been Ham, your host for today. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.